Mike Biggins.
We look like them, we are related to them, but how much do we actually know about them? For instance, apes and monkeys are different things. Monkeys have tails, apes, like chimpanzees, do not. In a second, I'll be talking to Dr. Phyllis Lee, tonight's lecturer, but before that, some fascinating facts about the primates in the company of Anthony Tropiano of Colchester Zoo.
There are approximately 200 different species of primate, divided between monkeys and apes, like the chimpanzees behind me. These are our closest living relative. 98% of their DNA is the same as ours, and like us, they also use tools to help them get through life. These are spider monkeys. They're from South America and have a specially adapted tail for moving about the forest. Apes and monkeys can live for anything between 15 and 40 years. Most of them eat plants and fruit. This is Rajang, our orangutan. The name means old man of the woods. Orangutans are the second largest primate, the largest being the gorilla. An average female can weigh up to 220 pounds. The very shy pygmy marmoset is the smallest of all primates. It's 4 inches long and weighs just 5 ounces. And these are the lyre gibbons. They're apes, and their call can be heard from a distance of 2 kilometres. Apes and monkeys are able to see in colour, unlike many mammals. And most of them are endangered species.
We're back at the Lady Mitchell Hall at the University of Cambridge, and joining us now is tonight's lecturer. That's Dr. Phyllis Lee. You've got another fascinating fact for us, Phyllis.
Did you know that chimpanzees will breastfeed their babies for as long as 5 years, whereas most humans only feed them for up to 2 years?
You're right, I didn't know, actually. Tell us why we're so fascinated by the primates.
I think probably because they are so much like us, and we recognize our evolutionary affinities with them, and also because their behavior is fascinating. You can spend years watching them, and it's like an evolving soap opera, what we learn from them.
Phyllis, thank you very much indeed. That's it from Cambridge for this evening. I'll leave you with a photo of a gorilla behind me. Not as intelligent as Stuart White, but almost certainly better looking.
I think it might be as intelligent as well. Thank you very much, Michael. Now, don't forget our competition all this week with some great prizes. You can win a family day out at the National Science Museum and a CD-ROM. Our question tonight: which naturalist wrote the famous book on evolution, The Origin of the Species? Write the answer down and keep it safe. There'll be another question every night this week. On Friday, we'll tell you where and when to send your answers in. All the questions will also appear on page 170 of CFAX.
Now let's have a quick look at some of the events taking place tomorrow as part of Science Week.
SciTech 98 is a series of workshops and masterclasses from the University of Luton for students aged 13 to 19. Telephone 01582 489 109. 61 years of moving pictures in Colchester tells the story of television. Admission is free. More details on 01206 872 922. And tomorrow's Science at 7 lecture takes us on a tour of the universe. Planetary systems, swirling gases and black holes all come to Lady Mitchell Hall in Cambridge at 7 p.m. More details on CFAX page 170.
Changes are happening to the way maths is taught in our schools. The days of ploughing through workbooks, often without learning very much in the process, according to critics, are fast disappearing.
Work on the new National Numeracy project in Bedfordshire has been praised this week by government inspectors.
We're going to start off then by counting in tens. We're going to count from 0, okay? 0, 10, 20.
This is the new maths the government hopes will help raise standards over the next 5 years. The children start the lesson with mental arithmetic. There's no doubting the enthusiasm.
We've got some missing numbers in this pile. And what you have to do with you and your partner is you have to put this jigsaw together so that it makes 100 square.
Next comes the follow-up work. Today the children are working in pairs before getting back together to consolidate their learning.
Super.
In its second year, the numeracy project is making a clear difference.
It has greatly increased the standards of numeracy in the schools that are actually taking part in the project. We have some schools that have actually doubled their scores in some numeracy tests.
Could you go and find and see if you can find where 23 goes on our 100 square?
Maths lessons throughout the school follow the same pattern. The children know exactly what to expect, so no time is wasted.
Nice place, but how did you know it goes there?
It's quality learning.
I'm just adding 1.
Adding 1 onto what?
22.
22, so 22 add 1 was 23.
Some adults have bad memories of maths at school. It seems that with these new approaches to learning, the next generation will take numeracy in its stride.
My son certainly seems to enjoy it, and he's only 7, and when I was 7 math was very threatening and it wasn't a subject I was willing to do. Actually I had to be forced to do it, whereas he comes home and he does it on his own and seems very enthusiastic about maths.
Yes, it's the same with my daughter. I don't know a lot about the scheme that they're doing at the moment, but she seems to spend quite a long time doing maths and she enjoys it, which is the main thing, I think, really.
The government inspectors are clear that numeracy standards are rising in Bedfordshire schools. In September 1999, the benefits of this approach to maths will spread to every primary school classroom. David Meredith, Look East, Astley Guys Lower School.